Hey guys, how's it going? Long time no see. For you guys at least. Just walking back now. Just going on a walk, right? Just kind of bringing back memories. When I first started my YouTube channel, I made a lot of videos sort of walking around my neighborhood with my beard. So I grew my beard out. I shaved it, but now I grew it out again. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, man. Just thought I might take a video. I haven't recorded in a long time. And I've been okay recently. You know, things have been pretty good. I slipped yesterday, you know, but I haven't really thought about going back to anything bad, so that's what I'm happy with. And I'm feeling good, but definitely after a setback, you definitely feel that, you know, you're more angry and frustrated at yourself more than anything. But one thing I learned is that when you're angry at yourself, you know, and you're frustrated at yourself for making those mistakes, you know, you don't want to hold on to it, because that anger and frustration, that disappointment in yourself, that regret and guilt, that can lead to another relapse, that can lead to another setback. So the best thing is just to accept that you've made the mistake, look where you went wrong, and simply repent if you believe in God, and then just move on and continue looking forward. You know, that's just one thing that's helped heaps for me, is just to accept that I've made a mistake, I slipped, but to not let it get to me at a point where I just want to show you guys these beautiful flowers. I just think those flowers are really beautiful. It kind of lights up the street because the street's pretty dead. Anyway, yeah, so that's one thing that I've kind of learnt, is that when you keep slipping, you keep getting more discouraged, and this self-shame and this self-sabotage continues, and it's just not good for you. It's not helping you in any way. You know, you want to have a mindset that will help you after you relapse, after you slip, and it's something that you learn over time. The more you make mistakes, the more you slip up, you got to learn how to deal with that. You know, you just can't let it get to you in such a way you end up going down the wrong path entirely. So yeah, it's just something I wanted to share. Your attitude towards a slip up, your attitude towards, you know, a relapse, or with anything you're doing, accept it and move on, really, and try to focus on doing better. So I remember that when I mucked up, I just told myself, you hit these many days, let's go even further next time. You know, you mucked up, let's try even harder next time. That's a positive way you can look at the situation. You know, I got this far, let me take it even further. I'm not going to let this one thing keep me back. You know, I've made a mistake, but I won't let that define me. I'm going to keep trying. And yeah, man, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing when you've kind of tried so hard, you've made the commitment, you've made your mind, and then you go back and you relapse. The one thing I'll say is that you have to make your mind up that you are trying to progress, and that you've chosen the path of not going back to this stuff as a habit, and that you're choosing to fill that time up with something other than that addiction. You know, you don't want to make the decision, and you don't want to have the expectation on yourself, I'm never going back to that thing. Because if you've made that commitment, and if you've made that expectation, and then you slip, not only are you going to feel extremely bad about yourself, you're going to lose hope in yourself with anything you say. You're setting yourself an unrealistic goal, okay? If we're going to be realistic about it, some people have a different opinion. Some people say you make your mind up, you go through with it, and that's it. You never go back to it. I'm going to quit smoking today, and that's it. I'm going to quit porn, quit drugs, and that's it. Look, there's two types of people on a recovery journey. There's two ways, that you can go about it. There's the cold turkey, and then there's the steadily getting cooked, if we're going to talk about turkey, right? The cold turkey, you just go straight for it. Doesn't relapse, doesn't slip, completely changes his life on that spot. Then you have the other person who it takes time, and it takes a whole journey to get him to where he wants to be. So you got to actually accept where you want to be. But if it takes you time, you have to give yourself that time. You cannot set such an unrealistic expectation, get disappointed, and then feel really, really garbage about yourself. Because I know this is something that I went through myself, where you set such a high expectation, and when you don't meet that expectation, you feel absolutely terrible. So the goal and the expectation you set for yourself, be it one that you can actually hit, and let it be one that actually challenges you. That's the thing about goals, right? So for me, it was reach this amount of days without this stuff. And change your mindset, change the inside. But that's a huge part of this recovery sort of journey, is you're changing what's inside, your mind, your heart, your soul, your brain. You're changing what's inside. And that is going to take a long process of, you have to be patient, you have to be committed, you have to be obviously strong, but you have to be patient as well. I think this is a huge thing, is you have to be patient when you're trying to get better. It's not going to be an overnight thing. Trust me, I thought it was going to be an overnight thing, 90 days and that's it, bam, you're done. It's going to take a long time to build this muscle, this willpower, to reprogram the brain, to get you back where you were. It's going to take some time. Just remind yourself, what is my end goal? What is my end destination? Has that changed? Am I giving up on that? And for me, I'm never going to give up on that. I want to change. I want to become better. I want to stay away from this thing. That will never change. I may mess up and I may become on autopilot, and I'm going to try every way I can to better that. Alright guys, that's going to be the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you once again, and take care. Peace.